Good day, everyone. It's Thursday, October 23rd, and these are the New York Times Games and Custom Connections. I have three very quick things I want to say. First of all, happy birthday to my beautiful wife. Second of all, I want to thank you all for your support via likes, comments, hype, etc. It really means a lot to me. I'll give you an example. Code today sent me 10 brand new custom connections puzzle in an email. That's outstanding. Sets me up for weeks, months in advance for Co. So that's awesome. Lullbit is in a similar vein, sending me at least 2 or 3 puzzles every 5 or 6 days, building up the slate that way as well. So that's fantastic. And there's numerous other people that do that as well. I can't name you all, of course. You know who you are. Absolutely fantastic. It's really bringing life to the channel, making us unique, and I can't thank you enough for that. The third thing I want to say is a little bit different. I would be blind and a little bit silly to not notice that the videos from other creators that are just Wordle, just connections, are absolutely blowing up right now. One person in particular has had I'd say 300 to 400% increase in the number of views on their Wordle and connections video over what was going on before Doug left. So I think I may have to go to that at some point, as difficult as that would be. I think for it to work for me, I'd have to do those 2 videos and then put custom connections, strands, and pips in with the amazing word games, and have one even larger video for amazing word games. Let's be honest here. Wordle and connections are the big draws for the New York Times games. Strands, you know, there's a niche amount of people that play that. Pips, probably even a more niche amount of people play that. And then, of course, custom connections is our thing. So let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. I'm not going to make any harsh decisions, but I know some of you have said in the past, if I did separate Wordle and connections into individual videos, you'd still watch and click on it and comment and everything. Yeah, I'm open to it. Let me know what you think, okay? All right, without further ado, let's get into Wordle. Our starting word today is donut, courtesy of Losh, and it's also Tyson Price's starting word every single day. So here we go. Let's get into it. Hopefully everyone's having a great day. And donut gets us just a D, locked in. Okay, what's going to come after that D is the great question. DR, DW, DE, DA, any of the vowels, I guess, right? Other than that, I think it's just those 2 as far as consonants goes. So let's, I could do dwarf, I guess. Not the best letters though. Is there another way to get those in here? Maybe not the W. W seems it's like dwarf, maybe dwell. Now let's just go with 4 brand new letters, decent letters. But maybe get a little bit spicy too. DR. Let's get some vowels in here too. Delay. The only vowel we're not trying is I, and the Y can sometimes be a vowel. So let's try it. Delay in 2. Just the L. Okay. Well, it's not going to be DL. So L is probably, well, it's definitely 4th or 5th. It could be a double L. The only thing I see is drill. So, yeah, if it's not dwell, it's got to be drill. Drill in 3. Yeah, okay. That feels good. Okay, let's check out the bot real fast. I'm gonna be faster now with the bot. I don't think I need to be quite as, you know, into it because I'm doing this so early too. There's only 6,000 games in. So out of 3, the average is 3.8. 51 words after donut. Delay brought down to 1. Okay, well, we know what that is. Good. All right, and then the bot had 3 as well. Place, dills, and drill. Second time we've seen dills in a couple days. Okay. Not many people start with donut, apparently. Okay, drill. Well, 3.3% got it in 2. Fair enough. Yeah, a do would be really good for that, I guess. Drill, up to just about a third of people after 3 guesses, like me. Any failures? Just 0.8%. Frill, grill, krill, yeah. The ILL trap. That's a rough one. All right, very good. Well, let me know how you did, and let's move on to our Wheel of Words. Find what we'll start with for Friday. No new additions, so let's give it 3 shuffles. And spin. All right, for Fearless Friday, which I guess we've sort of taken over the word there, or the day. Oh, I thought it was going to be donut again. It was 1 tick away from donut. So we have morel from Dora. I think that's a type of mushroom. So join me starting with morel tomorrow. 5 fantastic letters. And maybe it won't be such a Fearless Friday. I guess we'll see. All right. So let's move on to connections. 1-day streak because of the AWS outage in apparently Northeast United States and parts of Canada. So here we go. So we have doggy, find, prize, swag, stone, kitty, ball, ducky, birdie, go, swell, purse, mixed, pot, puck, dandy. Well, a puck, unless it's the character from the Shakespeare play, it's probably going to mean like an ice hockey puck, right? Vulcanized rubber. A birdie is another implement used in sports. You can use a ball, a stone, curling. It's a little Canadian content there. All right, so that's good. Swag. Swag bag. Mixed bag, go bag, doggy bag. Ooh. Okay. A go bag, I think, is what you have when you're ready to go to the hospital to have a baby. It's like all your stuff's packed and you just go. I've had that twice already. So yeah, despite having 3 children, I've only had to go to the hospital twice because I have twins, of course. So swell. I'm doing swell, I'm doing dandy, I'm doing fine, I'm doing ducky. Well, those are old-timey things for saying you're great, right? And then what do I have left? Prize, kitty, pot, and purse. Okay, we've had that before too. Just like the winnings, the money up for grabs. Probably poker related, I guess. All right, well, I think based on what I've seen here, I think this is going to be blank bag. Yeah. Sports stuff tends to be blue, so I'm going to go with the stone, the puck, the birdie, and the ball. Different implements used in sports. Curling, volleyball, badminton, and hockey. Pieces of Olympic sports equipment. I didn't say Olympic, but I mean I did name the sports, so I think that should be equivalent to that. Okay, now what do we have? Well, I don't know. I think these are pretty similar in difficulty. But dandy, ducky, kitty, not kitty, fine, and swell, those could be considered synonyms, you'd think. I'm doing fine, I'm doing swell, I'm doing ducky, I'm doing dandy. No, those are nouns, they're not verbs. Verb synonyms tend to be green, but these are noun synonyms. So I think it's going to be yellow. So I'm going to go with purse, pot, prize, and kitty for green. Just the amount of winnings available, I guess. Winnings, there you go. Okay, and this is to be fantastic, great. Yeah, in old time slang. Peachy keen. Okay. Well, that, my friends, is a bingo, bango, bongo. Awesome. I love it. I love when that happens. It's happening more than it used to be, and I can't get enough of it. So let's check with the bot real fast here. We'll go quick again. 52% solve rate. Okay. 4 out of 5. That's a decent amount of games too. A fifth of a million almost. Decent. Okay, 1 in 267. Not that rare, I guess. 8% finding purple first. More than... To be honest with you, I did find blue first, didn't I? I identified that as the group, so... Interesting. Okay. Cutesy animal terms, 37%. Doggy, kitty, ducky, and birdie. Yeah, I wasn't falling for that. Loot, swag, okay, fair enough. Excellent swag. Swag has a lot of meanings. A ball bag, ooh. I'm not going to touch that one. That's a little bit heavy, so. Okay, yeah, and then everything else is 8% here, so not going to talk about that. All right, not much else to say about that. I think it went pretty well, and I'm not going to dwell on bots and things, so I want to look at them but not go too deep into them. Okay, let's move on to custom connections. All right, I've just grabbed some water. It's time for custom connections. It's E61, How Sweet by Ellen Sassani, and yeah, let's get into it. So our words are turbinado, agave, neotame, stevia, aspartame, saccharin, demerara, monk fruit, sucralose, hard invert allulose, cotton, John, and honey. Okay, some words definitely stuck out to me as not belonging with the other ones. The other ones look very sciencey. So hard, invert, John, and cotton don't look either food related or sciencey. So how's this gonna work? John seems like it's part of a name, maybe. Is it John blank? It's John Candy, isn't it? Okay, we definitely had John Candy before. Cotton candy, hard candy, eye candy. So, okay. That might be a gimme from Ellen, just to get us started. Blank candy. Yeah, okay. I think we've had that before in custom connections or maybe the regular connections. A great category though, I will give you that. And it does fit with the sweet theme there, right? The title. All right, now comes, I think, the hardest part, figuring out the other three. All right, monk fruit, I think, is a real thing, something you can grow. Honey, you can definitely, I don't want to say grow, but you can harvest it. It's produced by the bees. You have honey farms and things, apiaries. Stevia, I know, is a naturally occurring thing. And agave, I think that's what, what's tequila? I think tequila is made from agave. I've done enough crosswords and stuff to see that. So I don't think anything else fits that. Are these naturally occurring sugars? Natural sugar alternatives. Okay. So they're not sugar, they're just alternative to sugar. Okay, fair enough. All right, so I think everything's related to sugar here or sweeteners or what have you. Okay, invert though. Invert sugar? I don't know. Yikes. Unless it's pronounced differently, like invert. Is it French? Invert? I don't know. Sucralose. That's in other foods. It's a real sugar, right? I've heard of saccharin before. That's a sugar within within other foods. Natural sugars, right? Natural sugars, saccharin, sucralose. Aspartame, that's in like Diet Coke, right? And neotame. Well, if there's aspartame and neotame, so let's try this. Are these naturally occurring sugars? Artificial sugar alternatives. I got that wrong. Okay. Maybe that's stuff they inject into foods to make them more sweet. Okay. And what's this? Allulose, invert, demerara, and turbinado. I haven't even looked at turbinado yet. Something to do with sugar. It's yellow. I don't know. Types of sugar, maybe? Maybe there's a fancy name for groups of sugar. Types of sugar. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. Great puzzle, Ellen. I definitely enjoyed it. I hope everyone else on the channel enjoyed it too. Absolutely fantastic. And I've said this before, I think, but Ellen has the record for the most comments on my channel. She's well over 6,500 now. YouTube Studio comes out with a highlight of a couple viewers every week, and Ellen was on it this week, and it showed that her 6,500 comments on the channel, which is mind-blowing that someone would care enough about my content to make that many comments and to comment on other people's comments, of course. My channel's been around for a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer. That's 900 days, not 900 days, like 500 days, right? Something like that. 550, 600, right? Let's just say ballpark there. So let's say 600. That is a massive amount of comments, right? 56 divided by 6, that's over 8 or 9 comments a day. All from one person. That's outstanding. So thank you, Ellen, so much. And there are other people like that as well. Fantastic, fantastic. All right, let's look at our preview of tomorrow. And we have crypto with connections number 11. So a bunch of emojis here. Should be fun. Give it a go today. I will give it a go tomorrow. And yeah, I think there'll be some discussion about this for sure. Crypto is a good puzzle creator, a great puzzle creator, you would say. So it should be fun. All right, let's move on to strands. Sam Corbin's a creator, puzzle 599. Tomorrow's the big 600. All right, so the theme today is Please Don't Eat Me, 6 theme words. What does that mean? I see a Z here. I see azalea, to be honest with you. Azalea. Are there other flowers here? Please don't eat me, azalea. Like plants you don't eat? Let me try and find a couple more here. What's this X doing? I'm looking at the X here, but I'm seeing hemlock around it. Hemlock, azalea. Azalea. N-O-U-S here. Poisonous? Poisonous. It works. It makes sense. There we go. Okay. Poisonous plants. Don't eat them. So hemlock, azalea. Oh, foxglove. Oh, yes. That makes sense. Oleander. One more. Donabella? Probably belladonna. There we go. That was fast. So don't eat those plants or you'll get very, very sick. They're poisonous, right? All right, cool. Well, back on the Oranje Perfect again. Keep the good times rolling. And let's not dwell on it too long and move on to pips, because sometimes that takes a while. All right, pips, easy. We have Rodolfo. Let's hope we make short work of this today. All right, so these are all equal. This is 3 to combined. Less than 5. This is less than 1, so it's got to be 2 blanks and a 1. Okay. Let's go with 0, 4 here. What do I have a lot of? I have a lot of 1s. Also have a lot of 3s. So this is 3, 3. come on. All right, blank 5, I guess. Just kind of vibe that one. 36 seconds. All right, let's move on to medium. Heidi Irwin. All right, 27. So that's going to be. I have a lot of 6s here, not a lot of 5s. So let's say it's 4 6s and a 3. I have a lot of 2s. Do I have a 6 2? No. Maybe that's the 3 down there. 3 2. All right, 6 and greater than 4, so 6 5 maybe. I do have a 6 6. 6 3 would make sense there. I think, yeah. A bunch of 2s here. 2 blank. I guess would make sense there. This is a 3. I guess I need the 5 in there, don't I? 1 1. There we go. 56 seconds. That's nice. Yeah, you wouldn't expect to have the 5 in here in the group of 9, but it kind of has to be there. Okay, well, both under a minute so far. Hopefully I can keep the good times rolling with hard. It depends who's doing it. It's Rodolfo, okay. Well, here we go. Wish me luck. Big hard here. Well, maybe Rodolfo showed me the love here. So 2. Oh, these are all equal. So I need 6 of the same. Oh, 24. These are all 6s. And 26 and only 5 means there's a lot of 6s here too. Unless there's 4 5s and a 6. Okay, in any case, the 6s can't go here. That's all I need to know. How many? Do I have 6 of something? 1, 2, 2, 2. It's 4. It's not a lot of 4s. 1s. I don't even have 6 1s, so I guess it's 3s. All right, so let's see if we can get away with a 3 2 here. Means this has to be 3 3. I do have one of those, I think. Yep. Do I have a 6? Do I have a 3 6 or a 3 5? I do have a 3 6, so maybe that goes here, and the rest of these are 5s. 3 and something small. This has to be less than 7. Ooh, okay. This is less than 2. Okay, so I think we'll pause on this side. We'll start over here. The 6s. Maybe 6 6. Yeah, I think that's the best move. I don't have a ton of 6s either. Well, the other 6s have to go in here. So 6. I have a 6 1. No. 6 blank. No. Say. So this has to be 1 and then something else here. So maybe it's 1 1. I'll put it there for now. 6 2 likely goes here. Keep the number down. This has to be 6 4 going this way. So this has to be a 3 and something small. 3 blank would work well, I guess. Yeah, it kind of has to be. 3 4 is too big, so that means the 3 4 goes over here. Okay, so this could be up to 3. I have no 3s left. Okay. All right, so these have to be 4s. These have to be 5s. Is that the 5 5? Could be. This could be a 2, so that makes this 5 only. 5 4. I don't have that. Hmm. 5 2. Is that what I just tried? 5 1. Oh no. 5 1. Okay, let's back up here. Is there any way the 3, 4 goes here? No, because that equals 7. Okay, that's no good. That's no good at all. So I think this has to be the 6 too. 1, 1, 1. Okay, so let's see how that goes there still. 3, 0. I think we're good so far here. I do have a double blank here. Oh, this is only 1. Okay. So this is probably a blank blank. You know, I need a blank down here still. Blank 2. Okay. We could go here. This could be 1, 4. These are equal. 5. No, I need the 5s up here. What's going to go here then? 4, 4. Four, 3. Oh, this is too big. Three, 6. I think it has to go there. 5, 5. 5, 1. Six, 4. I need the 6 here. Do I have too many 3s? No, I have just the right amount of 3s. Okay, so that's... Maybe 3, 4 doesn't go here. Is there another 2? 2, 5? 2, 6. I need all the 5s though. Or do I? I do need all the 5s here. I only have 4 of them. Okay. 2, 3. Three, 6. It has to be there. It's kind of forced. I do have an extra blank though. 3 blank could go here. Then that allows me to have a bigger number in here. Five, 2. Could 6, 4 go up here? This could be 5, 1. Maybe this is the 2's over here. 5, 2. Blank 2. 4, 4. There we go. 8 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I thought for sure the 4s went here. I didn't expect there to be a big number like 4 up here in this group of less than 7 either. Alright, well, let me know how long it took you. You know what? To me, it's less than 10 minutes for the hard one. I'll take the heart symbol here and and take it as a thumbs up for this puzzle. So that's a good one. Yeah, it's tough when there's not really any breaks or anything. It's just one big glob of pips, of dominoes. So in any case, thank you for watching. Please let me know your results. Let me know your answers to the questions I asked earlier about maybe separating Wordle into a separate video, Connections into a separate video, and then having everything else put in with the amazing word games. I know it seems like a lot, but I'd be, again, foolish to not realize that Wordle and Connections are the real, I don't want to say money makers, but what people flock to YouTube to watch are those games. So I need to make the most of that for sure. So anyways, yeah, check out the amazing word game video today, the short for the Mini Crossword, and we'll reconvene tomorrow for more New York Times games and custom connections. Have a great day, and bye for now.